Virgo, welcome to your September 2021 love reading. Hard to believe it's September already, right? I've been away for a little bit. I've had lots going on and needed to have my energy clear for doing your reading. So with all that said, I'm back, Virgo. So when viewing this posting, please keep in mind that this is a general reading. Therefore, every aspect may not apply. Keep what applies and forget the rest. Also, roles can be reversed. For a more complete picture as to what you can expect, be sure to view the postings for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. I have pre-shuffled the decks, asked our guardian angels and spirit guides for clear and accurate messages for your reading, Virgo. Let's begin. What is it that Virgos need to see? Virgo, also, I'm going to do the readings a little differently, so please leave your comments and let me know which method you prefer. The previous way I did the readings or this one. What is it that Virgos need to see? Clear messages. Clear messages for Virgo. All right, Virgo. We have faith in your dreams. Work through your fears. Oops. And emotions are running high. Okay, Virgo, let's get on with your reading and find out what these messages are about. Clear messages for Virgos. What is it that Virgos need to see? Virgo, Three of Swords. This is heartbreak, loss, sorrow. All right, Virgo, we see the Magician is wanting to make his presence seen. So this is someone who is manifesting, obviously. This manifesting something. For some of you, it'll be that same relationship. For others, it may be a new relationship. So we will see with this reading. All right, we have the Ace of Cups here. This is a divinely guided relationship with lots of love. All right, Virgo. Past position, we have the Devil. We're going to clarify. Current position, we have Page of Swords. Short-term future, Ten of Cups. Bottom of the deck, three cards at the bottom of the deck. We have Two of Wands. This is somebody who is at a distance, or someone who is, or someone who is making plans, thinking about what changes need to be made in order to facilitate their plan. This is someone who is wanting to move from turbulent waters to smoother waters. They want to make things right. They want to do what they can to bring about more balance and harmony to a situation. They want to do what they can to make things run more smoothly in a relationship. And again, with this this Ace of Cups, this is an overflowing amount of love and emotion that is held in the hands of the divine. It's a divinely guided relationship. And I can't help but look at your cards in which you're being admonished to have faith in your dreams. Work through your fears, and emotions are running high. So with that Three of Swords that we saw at the bottom of the shuffle, which represents heartbreak, loss, sorrow, a failed relationship, an ending of some sort, we have this Devil energy in the past position. So this represents some type of toxicity that existed in the relationship, which led to that Three of Swords the heartbreak, loss, and sorrow. But here we still see that with this past position, this devil card, that there's still a bond between you and your person, Virgo. A bond that cannot be broken. There are deep feelings, a strong connection between the two of you. In the current position, and we are going to clarify as well. In the current position, we see someone with this Page of Swords. This is someone who is, first of all, could be checking up on you, Virgo. You could be checking up on your person. You could both be checking up on each other. Uh, Trying to find out what you are up to. Trying to see if you have moved on. Just trying to find out what it is that they can find out. As simple as that. They're hoping they actually, before I go into that train of thought, they could also be talking with others about the situation that occurred to try and get their input or their advice on how they should proceed, what they can do, what they feel the advice is for them, in which they can kind of smooth things over in this relationship. To bring about this Ten of Cups that they envision with you. Because Virgo, your person sees you as the person that makes them happy. They can see themselves with you for the long term, which is why emotions are running high. It could have been quite a while since you guys have even been in communication with one another. So, Virgo, don't fear. Work through your fears and have faith in your dreams. Let's clarify. Let's clarify. What is it that Virgos need to see? Virgos, I just saw the Five of Swords. Tried to come out. So that Three of Swords that we saw, in which there was heartbreak, loss, or sorrow, or separation, heartache, there was some type of unfair ending that occurred in the past. And either you or your person are at a crossroad trying to figure out what they can do. What is it that they can do? They're no longer at that crossroad, I should say. At one point, they were trying to figure out if they should even try or just go. Now, they're trying to make another decision. They're trying to figure out what it is they can do. What changes need to be made in the relationship? They're planning, trying to figure out what changes need to be made in the relationship so that things run more smoothly from now on. From now on. Get rid of the turbulence. They want things to run smoother from now on. So clarifying the past position, we have the Ten of Cups. So with whatever that ending was that happened, that resulted in the loss, heartbreak, sorrow, the toxicity that came out, there was still a lot of love between the two of you, as depicted on this Ten of Cups card, which is in the past and the future, the short-term future. So there was a lot of love between the two of you. This is a card of mutual love. Both of these hands are holding this goblet, that rainbow The Ten of Cups means that there was a lot of love and happiness still between the two of you, which is why there's this connection, this soul bond that exists between the two of you that has not been broken, no matter how much time you guys have been apart from one another. Okay, let's clarify this current position in which we have the Page of Swords. We also had the King of Swords here. We also have the Ten of Wands. So Virgo, we know how you guys like to think, right? This King of Swords is still in the present, putting their head over their heart in matters of the heart. They're thinking about things logically, not from an emotional point. Although, I have to say, I believe this King of Swords, since he is surrounded by the Ten of Cups, and that's the cups represent emotion, and the Ten of Cups in particular represents an extreme amount of happiness and love and devotion in this card. Uh, it has to be rubbing off on this King of Swords. This King of Swords is realizing that they cannot base an emotional or a relationship that is built on logic, emotions, passion, just on logic. And even in his with his logical mind, this King of Swords knows the love that exists in this relationship. And even though the King of Swords is the most emotionless, or the more emotionless characters, or I shouldn't even say that, because he does have emotion. It's just buried deep, deep within, and he is guided by his logic, by logic. But he even has come to realize that emotions are important in a relationship, in a love relationship, which is why he's starting to open up and talk and get advice from others. Even with this King of Swords, his emotions are running high. Let's clarify the current position. I'm sorry, before I even do that, I didn't comment on this Ten of Wands that's here. So this King of Swords, although he's been looking at things from a logical point of view, putting his head over heart, this has been a heavy load on him. Little does he realize that by just looking at things from a logical point of view and thinking that he can deal with these strong feelings of love, uh, even if there was toxicity involved, some type of toxicity that happened in the past, there's still a lot of love and emotion here, and it has to be met. You have to, it has to be met with some emotion as well. So, and either way, thinking that if he just deals with it logically, he won't be as hurt or face as hard of a burden or carry as heavy of a burden with him. It may have even been a heavier burden from not opening up and just expressing himself. Okay. Let's clarify the short-term future, in which there's the Ten of Cups, lots of love. We have, a divine pair. Queen of Swords to this King of Swords. Ah, I guess now I see. I see why he needs to have faith in his dreams and work through his fears, and why emotions are running high. This King of Swords, and I'm only saying he because that's the gender on the card. It could be either gender. But this person who's in this King of Swords, who's been uh, looking at things or dealing with this whole situation that happened from a logical point of view, putting their head over their heart, now has to face this Queen of Swords in order to have a chance at this Ten of Cups. Which is probably what's taking him so long. He's sitting here contemplating, making plans, trying to figure out what changes are required in order to have things run more smoothly in the relationship, because yes, there is a lot of love here that exists in this relationship. However, when you're cold and rigid, as this King of Swords can be, it could turn the Queen of Cups herself into the Queen of Swords, which can make anybody nervous. You know, anyone who approaches this queen, if they're not coming correctly, you know, this Queen of Swords is very perceptive. If they don't come correct, she will cut them with this sword. She'll cut through, I shouldn't say cut him. She will cut through the BS with her sword. She really will. She's in the short-term future because she also wants the Ten of Cups. There is a lot of love between these two, but they're mirroring each other. They're mirroring each other. He looked at things from a logical point of view, and if you look, he turned his back. He's looking in the opposite direction. While he looked at things from an from a head over heart stance or position, he turned his back on her. And I'm just saying her because it's the gender in the card. He turned his back on this person who also had in the past position a lot of love here. Still does in short-term future. Once you love somebody, you always love them, right? Unless something just totally, it would have to be something major to make someone fall out of love with someone. But it's still just abandoning your person, turning your back on them is enough to turn the other person into the Queen of Swords. So that's who he has to face now. Bottom of this deck, oops, take the top of the deck. Bottom of this deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles, someone who wants to work on this relationship now. Whereas before, they just turned their back on the relationship. Now they want to work on it. They want to come out of the cold and have their person, or perhaps both of them, want to just hold each other in each other's arms and come out of the cold. This King of Pentacles is who this King of Swords once was. Someone who wanted to invest in the relationship, and looks like he's back to this energy. That's the overall energy. Love and stability. A secure investment. I'm just going to clarify it a little more for the short-term future. Just pull a couple more cards because this King of Swords has to now deal with this Queen of Swords in order to bring about this Ten of Cups. This is interesting. I want to see. So what is it that Virgos can expect to occur in the short-term future? What is it? Mm. Well, bottom of the deck, I'll read that. Well, bottom of the deck, Virgo, we had the Eight of Swords. That's the feeling of being stuck. They don't know what the heck to do. The Knight of Swords, that's can't sleep at night, high anxiety, not knowing what to do in the situation. This person does not know how to bring about this huge change that they want to bring about so that you're back in each other's lives. They don't know how to approach you, Virgo. But what they do want is success. They're going to try their best to figure out what it is, what actions need to be taken. Because there's too much love here to just walk away and leave things like they were. Because the way they currently are is the Five of Cups. Your person is feeling sorrow and remorse, returning their back on this Two of Cups, which represent your relationship, Virgo. They are strategically planning how they are going to make their dream come true. How they can make both of your dreams come true because both of you have this Ten of Cups. You both have the Ten of Cups energy as well as the Ace of Cups. There's the King of Pentacles here. You both want this. So he is strategically planning a way to bring this back into existence. This Emperor is a strong personality. The Emperor is stable, a strategic planner, and faithful. They know how to manifest and bring their dreams into reality. So, Virgo, what you need to do is have faith in your dreams. Work through your fears, even though your emotions are running high. This Emperor, though, again, with this Page of Swords, I think you're both checking up on each other, Virgo. You and your person, and perhaps talking with other people, trying to get advice as to what to do in this situation. Oh, all right, Virgo. Let's get some messages now from the Love Oracle deck. This is my deck, and a link is attached for those who wish to purchase it. What is it that Virgos need to see? Guardian angels, spirit guides. What is it that Virgos need to see? Okay, Virgos. They have discovered that it is much harder to be without you than they thought. Remorseful. As I said, with this Five of Cups, they're remorseful. Bottom of the deck, divine timing is at work. Virgo, I hope this reading brought you clarity and peace of mind. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. And Virgo, I wish you all the best.